Hey, Shalom, Akim, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakwadash. I would like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and that's still out there teaching. All right, sincerely and fervently. And much peace, love, and salutation to the elect scattered across the four corners of the earth. All right, to the 144,000 prophets who the Lord has ordained to teach this word. To you all I say shalom, as well as to the large multitude which believe upon our testimony, who the Lord is going to have mercy on in these last days, which consists of men, women, and children. To you all as well I say shalom and Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakwadash, Barakatham to you all. All right, I'm the brother Tazamah from the Great Millstone Dallas camp. I'm coming back with another lesson, and Lord willing, it's going to be edifying. All right. Today's lesson is going to be entitled, Major Cities Risk Losing 1/3 of Police Over Mandates. All right. Major cities risk losing 1/3 of police over mandates. All right. And we already know what that mandate is. All right. And what this is going to do, all right, this is going to cause a lot of social and civil unrest within these major cities that majorities of these people live in, man. All right, the inner cities of these major places, like, you know, I currently stay in Dallas and like Chicago, Los Angeles, you know what I mean? You know, Atlanta, all these, Detroit, all these major places in these major cities that are across the country. All right, these are going to be the top places all right, in Babylon, which is also known as America, all right? These are going to be the top places, whereas it's going to be the worst to live in, okay? You're not thinking that you're going to be living in the city. Of course, if you got the protection of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, and the Holy Host, the angels, all right? The Lord is going to keep his men and his you know, the elect and the believers protected, okay? But as the rest of these other people, man, you know, these inner cities is going to be the worst places to be, where all the crime is going to be taking place, you know. And this is what these elites want. They want order out of absolute chaos, okay? And we already know what that order consists of, which is their NWO, all right? So I'm going to read this article and get some precepts. Like I said, Lord willing, it's going to be edifying, all right? So it says as crime rate, It says, as crime rates surge, so are mandates and resistance by police to those mandates. Because you got a lot of these police officers that's denying the Vanessa's venom, the Vicky's venom. All right, they're denying the juice. Okay, it says that means major cities across the United States risk losing 1/3 or more of their police forces, hesitant about getting the yab. Okay. It says in Chicago, more than 4,500 employees of the Chicago Police Department, about 1/3 of both officers and civilian employees, refuse to disclose their juice status. Mayor Lori Lightfoot and the city's fraternal order of the police are in a political standoff, and that shows you that there's division that's being brewed up. All right. Yahweh Shai said himself, he said, a kingdom divided against itself shall not stand. Okay, and when you have a political standoff where you have, you know, the police at a standoff with the political sectors of each other, you know, a kingdom divided and a house divided can't rule. So obviously there's going to be some sort of you know, the division is just going to increase to get, you know, higher and higher than what it already is. All right. So it says, Chicago Fraternal Order of Police President John Catazara said last week, it's safe to say that the city of Chicago will have a police force of 50%. What the hell just happened? We're going to have a police force of 50% or less for this weekend coming up. And we already know what's happening in Chicago. We already know what's going down in Chicago. They call Chicago what? Chirac. And they put all kinds of chemicals in the air, you know, all kinds of chemicals in the water. You know, it got Jake out there bugging out, man. It's a very, very, demonic vibe and demonic spirit out there in Chicago, man. That's why it be so many killings out there. So just imagine without the police, it's gonna be a damn war zone, man. America is already pretty much a third world country, but we're about to really see, the love of many wax cold, right? It says a real disruption also soon could hit Los Angeles, where the city's juice mandate deadline is in December. All right, because now out there you got, children at a particular age for them to go to school, got to get it. All employees got to get it, It says last month, employees of the Los Angeles Police Department filed a federal lawsuit opposing the city's juice mandate. Likewise, Los Angeles County Sheriff Alex Villanueva told the Associated Press earlier this month, "I don't want to be in a position to lose 5%, 10% of my workforce overnight." He added that he won't enforce the county level mandate. Okay, so there's division going on there. You got federal mandates, and you got the cops, so-called, who protect and serve you. Ain't gonna be no protecting and serving out here, man. Okay, it's gonna be a complete bloodbath. And you got to think when these mandates hit and these people lose their jobs, what do you think's gonna happen, man? The crime rate's gonna increase exponentially overnight. 2/3 of Baltimore Police Department employees got at least one dose of the juice, below the Maryland state average of 85%. Baltimore's, don't know why it keeps doing this. Those numbers are similar to Chicago's. Let's go down. National Public Radio reported that more than 230 police officers across the United States have died from the juice so far in 2021, which is more than 4 times as many deaths as is by gunfire. So you got more of the police officers that's dying from the damn juice than dying in actual line of duty. It's a damn shame. In 2020, the thing killed nearly 250 officers nationally. All right, let's go down. So you get the picture. Let's go down here and end it off here. It says, "I would be more worried about murders, rapists, and drug dealers acting with impunity than I would about a couple of police officers transmitting the thing," Malcolm told the Daily Signal. I don't know why these officers are refusing to get the thing. Presumably, they have a good reason. But any policy that leads to mass firings of police has to be fixed. Why does it need to be fixed? Because these rapings, these murders, these drug dealers, and all kinds of anarchy, all right, will commence in these streets with the lack of a police presence. And this is all biblical. All right, so what I want to do is move over to the scriptures. All right, because everything that we say, we back it up with the scriptures, right? This is 2 Ezra chapter 15, and we get to the point, verse 14. And this has been coming out a lot lately. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. And that word woe means like a sign of grief or a troublesome expression of like anguish, destruction, if you will, right? It says, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands, all right? And these are weapons. You're going to have class wars. You're going to have political wars. You're going to have, particular race wars taking place. There's going to be all kinds of just civil unrest taking place all over the place, popping up all over the place, man. It says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. You see? The point is, it says, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Because what they're going to have to bring in the National Guard and the military, martial law, if you will, to stop a lot of these crime, I'd rather say, that's going to be taking place. You see, the course of their actions is going to stand in their power, and they're not going to regard their kings nor princes. They're not going to regard the mayor. They're not going to regard the governor, and what they saying. That's why you have a lot of these people that's in these police forces resigning over this mandate, because they know it's a bunch of BS. Here it is, you got to protect the protected, got to be protected from the unprotected, so that the unprotected don't get the protected unprotected. And play that slow to see what I just said and just see if that makes any sense. It's pretty much what they're saying. Okay? Let's grab Ecclesiastes 12 real quick. This is all biblical prophecy, man. All right? Ecclesiastes 12:1, it says, "Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them." See? So, we've been toiling and working, and we still doing the work that, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is still allowing us to go out and teach publicly on the highways and byways and put these lessons up online. Okay? So, the hand of the Lord is still stretched out. As long as you can still hear these videos and you still see the men of the Lord, the hand of the Lord is still stretched out. Right? It says, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. And the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves. Okay? And the grinders cease because there are few, and those who look out the windows be darkened. You see, it's gonna be all sorts of hell breaking loose, man. The grinding is already ceasing with these jobs. They're trying to bleed out the middle class, and so it's just gonna be the upper class and the lower class. All these little middle class businesses, they're gonna get shut down. And with these mandates passing around, the keepers of the house, which are the strong men, I'd rather say, Salakia. All right, these police officers and these city officials who are supposed to protect you, ain't gonna be looking to protect you, man. They're gonna be looking to protect themselves. It's just like that movie World War Z. Whenever that scene when they was in a grocery store and they was trying to get some food, and this woman was, in a fight with a man, I want to say it was, and she was over there crying for help, and she see the cop like, "Oh my God, thank you for," and he pulled out his gun. He just walked past her and went to go get some medicine for his child. He just completely overlooked him. See, you ain't gonna be able to call 911 in the times to come. You ain't gonna be able to call 911 for help in these days, man. And this is going to be happening for a punishment of the proud, man. Okay? Let's get Isaiah 19 real quick. Isaiah 19, verse 1 and 2, it says, "The burden of Egypt." And this Egypt here is talking about Babylon the Great, America, which is spiritually Sodom and Egypt, right? It says, "Behold, Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud and shall come into Egypt." And that swift cloud is talking about a chariot or a so-called UFO, and he's going to come into Egypt, man. He's going to come into this place. Okay? "And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it." And the heart is talking about the minds. The minds of these people are going to grow faint, worried, to be fearful. See, their minds are going to, their wisdom and their knowledge is going to fail them. That's why the scriptures say, "Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time and strength of salvation." And when you read further down in that chapter, which Lord willing, I'm going to do a lesson on it. When you read further down in that traffic, it goes into how pretty much the cities are going to be emptied, man. And it's going to be all kinds of hell breaking loose. "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians." So see, the Lord is going to be the one that's going to set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. And that's pretty much the people against the people. It's going to be the divided states of America, man. And everything, you already see the division that they're bolstering up with these mandates, and with the Mando yabs and all this other kind of stuff. You already see the social unrest and the division that's taking place. There's riots happening all over the place, man. All over the place, taking everywhere, not just here in the Americas, but all across the world. Okay. It says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom." See? So the Lord's going to set these people to go against each other. You see? And when you don't have a so-called police presence, a centurion presence, this is when theft is going to be at an all-time high. Rape. These women out here that think that they got the 3-digit code, the 3-digit magic code that they can call. Well, that 3-digit code ain't going to work in that time. Okay? These women who've been proud, just been shitting on men, you know what I'm saying? And these dudes out here, these homeless men, these homeless people, and hey, man, if you don't got the spirit of the Lord dealing with you, man, even for the men, It's gonna be bad out here, man. It ain't gonna just be no, you can just go outside and walk your dog or just go for a jog. No, it's gonna be, you go outside, it's gonna be for a particular reason, and that's gonna be it, man. This is Isaiah 13, verse 12. It says, I will make a man more precious than the fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. So the Lord is gonna rise up the men. He's gonna make a man more precious than fine gold, man. You see, a man of the Lord is gonna be who's gonna be valuable in these last days, not a high value man according to how society and the world sees you. A high value man is really a man who the Lord is dealing with. That's how a woman is gonna find protection in that time, man. Is a high value man of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. See? So that's what's gonna be. A man of the Lord is gonna be rare in that time, man. Okay? Because these women are gonna need a man of the Lord to guide them and to look at them for protection, man. Not no cop, because there ain't gonna be no cops. You ain't gonna be, like I said, you ain't gonna be able to call 911 whenever you got a group of men, all right, that are looking to grab you up and rape you or whatever the case may be, man. Because that's the reality that's getting ready to hit this place. And I'm saying it like that because that's just the reality. It's just the truth. Okay? This is Micah chapter 7, verse 10. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is Yahweh thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. You see? So with these police officers and with these officials who so-called protect and serve, with them being out of commission, look what's going to happen. They're going to be trodden down like the mire in the streets in this time, man. Okay, your so-called boxing, your looks or whatever the case may be, whatever you have right now that's so-called of value, which is really not a value, to be honest. It's really of the lowest. It's just of the lowest sort. Okay, but we got simps all over the place that are just that just cater to women all damn day, and put them on a pedestal. They idolize these females and they really make their value a lot higher than what it really is. But in that day, your value is really going to be shown what it is, man. Okay, you ain't gonna be able to Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook your way out of judgment. And the Lord is brewing the pot. The Lord is stirring the pot up and showing you that this is what is getting ready to come in. This is what is getting ready to come to. Isaiah 32 verse 9, it says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. And let's just get that word ease real quick here. Because this place, Babylon, teaches you to be idle. It teaches you to be at ease, not to worry. Not necessarily not to worry, but it teaches you not to fear, I'd rather say. It teaches you not to fear Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. It teaches you to just do whatever the hell you want to do. Excuse me, man. Almost, that word ease is sha'anan. All right? It's kind of funny, man. It gives me the thought of a name, Shannon. But it says sha'anan. All right? And it says Isaiah 32 and 9, which says at ease or to be secure. So you feel secure, you feel like everything is good. You can go to the grocery store right now, even though the food shortages is on the way. You can go to the grocery store and still get you some food. You still have the social media to bolster your image and to make yourself look like you're on this high value. You're of this super high value. You still have the orbiters. You still have the position where I'm a woman, and all this other. You can't talk to me that way. I'll call the cops, and you still got that so-called security and that protection right now. It says at ease with collateral idea of careless, just being careless and just being self-willful, being careless about your appearance, being careless about how you treat, men, how you treat other women, how you conduct yourself. You're just careless. The scripture says, she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. Wanton, and for those who don't know what wanton means, let's just look it up. Deliberate, willful, you see? I mentioned willful earlier. It says, of a cruel or violent action, deliberate and unprovoked, sexually unrestrained, or having many casual sexual relationships. And what else more needs to be said about that? You typically ask a female's body count, you damn near want to throw up if you hear a body count of what it is today. These women have multiple casual sexual partners, when really in reality, according to the law, such as the commandments, that man that woman lives with or lays with when she's a virgin is your husband forever until either he died. Really, according to the law, until he dies, man, you bound to that man. But here it is, and this world teaches a woman to be promiscuous. It teaches a woman to have multiple sexual partners, okay, and to just be a hoe, and to get away with it too. At that, just to get away with it, really. It says sexually unrestrained or having many casual sexual relationships, typically used of women. See, typically is used of women, because really in reality, a man can have multiple sexual partners with women who aren't married to another man. But even in this society, it's really not good for a man to do that due to all the diseases and things of that nature. Now, a man gonna be a man, but it's really not a wise option, especially in the times that we're in right now, right? Growing profusely, luxurying, a sexually unrestrained woman. You see, being sexually unrestrained, that's what it means to be wanton. Just pretty much being just promiscuous and just being open. That's what that careless woman means, man. Just being just wanton, man. Okay, rebellious. Okay, so it says, rise up, you women, rise up, you women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Being careless, man. See, that's what wanton means, is being careless about how you move and how you operate. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled. Let's get that word troubled real quick here. It says, many days and years shall ye be troubled, which that word is ragaz. Okay, or ragaz. And that word troubled is means a person in fear. You see, so that whole come quivering. Who you gonna come quivering unto? You gonna come quivering unto a man of the Lord, man, because you don't got that protection. You gonna just be living in fear and doubt the whole time. To be agitated, quiver, shake, be excited, be perturbed. But to be what's gonna make you quiver and shake? That fear, man. That the fear of the Lord is finna hit this place, man. And your so-called security blankets that you have, man, and you ain't gonna be able to rely on that 3-digit code. 911 is no longer gonna be. I'm sorry, this number that you have called has been out of service. It's been disconnected. Okay. This is what we're coming to, man. This is the reality of things. It says, many days and years shall you be troubled, you careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. And the vintage failing is a different perks that you get for being a woman. You know, the food stamps, the Section 8, all right, the so-called protection, if you will. Okay, it's because women flock to power. This man Esau's power is going down. Okay. So let's get that word vintage. It says the vintage is going to fail. And that word vintage is batazar. Okay. It says the vintage is going to fail. The vintage. Okay. Let's look at the definition of the word vintage here. Vintage is what? The year or place in which wine, especially wine of high quality, was produced. Pretty much a wine of good quality. The harvesting of grapes and wine making, right? It says the time that something of quality was produced. You know, the things of quality goes into, you know, your the food you eat, the clothes that you wear, the certain luxuriant extravagances that you have now. You know, all these men taking you out, and you just the Mercedes Benzes and stuff that you drive, right? That's what the vintage is, man. So the vintage is going to be the pretty much the perks of Babylon is going to be removed. You're not going to have these perks no more. You ain't going to have these perks no more, man. All right. It says the vintage shall fail and the gathering shall not come. Right. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. So it's a great trembling is getting ready to commence, man. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vines. Okay. So all these different government subsidies that you would have, you know, all that stuff is going to be taken away. Your so-called protection is going to be taken away. All the different perks that you have all right, for being a woman, right, in Babylon, I'm a female. All that stuff's going to be gone, man. And it's the reason why I'm bringing all this out about you. The spirit jumped on me to get on you women, man. Okay, because this is your world right now. Okay, cool. Teaming up with the beast, you done had the perks of just living a luxurious life and being a damn, being a damn slut or a hoe. All that, just pretty much living your life the way that you want to live it and do your own thing. Well, it's coming to a point where the Lord getting ready to shut that down. You're gonna be shut down with it, man. Okay. Isaiah 60, verse 2. It says, "For behold, darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people." And these people are gross, man. These people are gross with the different perks and benefits of being in Babylon right now. These people are gross now. So just imagine when all the perks and stuff fail. The grossness that's going to come with these people, man. It's going to be a whole different level of just nastiness, man. But Yahweh shall rise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. All right, and that's happening right now with the word of the Lord being brought down, and we're teaching it. But the glory of the Lord is going to be upon his elect. Okay, because we read earlier, I quoted it said that the love of many is going to wax cold, man. Okay, and we've already seen the beginning stages of that, but it's going to get even worse whenever you don't got no cops to protect you. You don't have a police force to protect and serve you. And like I said, mainly you women, man. You men too, these men too, going to be out here getting dusted off. But a lot of you females going to get judged by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua in a very gruesome way. All right? So Lord willing, this is edifying. Call hello Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua B'Shem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth, and much peace, love, and salutation to the elect. Shalom.